Hi, I'm Carol, and this is Rooted in the Chart, and today we're going to be talking about the Aquarius Moon. We're going to talk about what it looks like, we're going to talk about why it's so important, we're going to talk about which house it's in and why that matters, and we're going to talk about an important transit that you have with Pluto entering Aquarius. So let's get into it. Moon sign is probably the biggest gem that pop astrology misses that deeper astrology can offer you. It's all about your emotional security, what makes you feel safe. And the thing about what makes you feel safe is it's kind of what drives the boat. It's what you're doing behind the scenes in your mind to make yourself feel safe. So you'll do things over and over and never know why you're doing it. But then you learn your moon sign and you're like, that's why I'm doing it. The Aquarius moon specifically, your core need is tied to humanity. It's tied to the community. It's tied to things genuinely advancing in technology sometimes. What you need to see is real progress. And since you are a free thinker, this plays out actually as what you're doing to seek emotional security. You're looking out for the community because you want to see real progress. Now, if you're an Aquarius moon, because the community is so important to you, you're going to really want to be a part of a community. And this is going to be something that comes up for you over and over again. And that's because that core need, that emotional security, is tied to it. So maybe it plays out in technology for you and really needing to advance the field, or maybe it's just looking for a community where you really do feel like you're part of the bigger picture. Two important blind spots to be aware of if you're an Aquarius moon is that Aquarius doesn't really mind disruption if it's for the bigger picture, but a lot of the other signs really do mind it. Another thing is that since they're so focused on the bigger picture, sometimes they can come off as emotionally detached. So it's a good blind spot to keep your eye on. Because the community and the bigger picture is so important to you and your emotional needs are tied to it, it's going to be a lifelong pursuit for you. Now, other people have strong Aquarius needs, but what makes you unique, what makes you different, is that this is tied to feeling emotionally safe. It's never going to go away. You're always going to feel this way, so you're always going to have to leave room in your life for this need. A few famous people with an Aquarius moon are Princess Diana and John Lennon. So without ever meeting them, we know that there was a core central need to that bigger picture and the community. So you have that in common with both of these people. To take this to a deeper level, you're going to want to know the house that it's in. So I'm going to put up in the screen so you can see how to tell which house it's in on your chart. So basically the way that this works is that the houses are the area of your life. So this means that it's going to play out in certain areas of your life. So let's say that you have an Aquarius moon in house 4 of family. That bigger picture, that connection to that group is going to be your core emotional need, right? And it's going to play out in family. Say conversely that you have your Aquarius moon in house 1. Well, that's tied to identity and self. So that's just all the time. Your desire to help the community is always there. So you can see how some placements are more visible than others. So I'm going to put up on the screen all of the different placements so you can look and see where it is in your chart and understand how it's playing out for you. If you have an Aquarius moon, Pluto just entered Aquarius. What this means is that Pluto is going to go over your moon. Now, Pluto transits can last 2 to 3 years, and they are intense. They are power struggles, and they are all about claiming your power back. I did a whole video, and I linked it in the description box below, about Pluto transits in general, but for you, there is a theme of emotional security. So check that out if you're interested in it. No matter where it lands in your chart, you're going to need room for this Aquarius need to play out. If there's a career where you can help the community, especially if it's in house 10 of public image and career, that's going to be a really awesome way to make sure that this plays out. I've seen people who have this placement who are involved in prison ministry because it was important to them to help members of the community. So wherever it ends up playing out in your chart, just make sure that you leave room for it because it's important to you and who you are. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I made Rooted in the Chart to have a video archive of the most important placements in your chart so that you can go deeper. If you're interested, head on over to the channel and you can go step by step on what the most important landmarks are so that you can start to understand your chart. I do individual readings if you'd like to go deeper. Pricing is in the description box of the channel. Thank you so much for watching and happy astrology.